That's my thought. I mean, if you have government agencies that are spying on their own citizens, so I'll just take the example of the United States. So you have the United States has probably more than one government agency that just has like the computers of millions of Americans just hacked. And then you have all sorts of people, viewing porn and that kind of thing, and to basically just giving an invitation to having their computers hacked by people from other countries through porn, and what the porn brings with it, and it gets installed in your computer. It's a virus, that sort of thing. Doesn't that mean that whoever is spying on the computers through those viruses that you upload with porn is also has a direct entry point into whatever government agencies are already spying on those personal computers? That's my thought. That's kind of what it seems like. That's kind of what it seems like. The internet kind of works that way. It's like once something is there, it seems like it's almost impossible to prevent it from being accessible to someone, right? To someone. I mean, there's all sorts, and there's different levels of accessibility, that sort of thing. But I mean, this is the thing. And it seems to me that this is a good reason, both to get all porn off the internet, and for government agencies not to spy on their own citizens. And it wouldn't just be government agencies; it would be everybody else who's already spying on citizens too. Like corporations, just internet providers, that kind of thing. Do you understand what I'm saying? So like, I don't know. I feel like I don't want to like explain it too much. If you get it the first time. And I'm asking this question in terms of first of all, of course, I think there are a lot of good reasons to get all porn off the internet. All right, and then everything this article talks about is absolutely horrific, and certainly accurately describes the president's attitude towards all of this stuff. Everything that's been happening in terms of sexual corruption. He's promoted it. He's been part of it, right? Despite he just never heard about this. He just never heard about national security being compromised by people like government officials like watching porn on government computers. Did he ever hear about this? It doesn't sound like either he did, either he never heard about it because people who work for him did not report it to him, or he just decided to ignore it, didn't care. Yeah, so that's my thought. I mean, so I'll describe it again, just because like I think it's kind of I just have this question. So you've got all these computers, millions of computers, right, that are already hacked, and all activity on them is being watched by the government. So government towards its own citizens, right, warrantless surveillance, that sort of thing. And then you've got thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of people watching porn, various types of porn. And then the porn, will, let's say how many times a week, a couple times a day, once a week, what it is, it doesn't really matter. It's, it's just because once the virus gets there, it's there, right? And so then that's the entry point into your, just one of many, I would think, entry points into your computer, through which outside, governments, all sorts of people can just gain access to the private computers of citizens. And then if there are government agencies who also have those computers already hacked and are watching them all the time and monitoring them, wouldn't anybody who has gained access to those private computers through something like viruses, Trojan horses, that sort of thing, that are carried with pornography, then just have, they have access to everything on the computer, be aware of everything that's happening on the person's computer, because most people, of course, a private citizen's computer is not going to have anything like a security system. Doesn't have any sort of real security system that can just, be protective enough against something like a government security system. So essentially, it's like thousands and thousands and thousands of entry points into into government agencies, through which people as you do. Am I making sense? I'm trying to see it. I think you can get the idea, right? So it's like these thousands and thousands of computers, just personal computers, are like these battlefields, where spies, just government agencies from other countries get into the computers once people have uploaded porn, and then they not only get all the information from the computers of the private citizens, they also are able to get more information about whatever government agencies are already spying on their own citizens, right? It's like thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of those personal computers, millions, right? And they're all entry points into, the government agencies that are supposedly there to protect national security, right? So it seems to me that, the logical conclusion of this, just, at least a couple of logical conclusions are: get all porn off the internet, and don't spy don't spy on the citizens of your own country. Don't spy on anyone without a warrant, and to get a warrant you should have a good reason.